Right, this is Steve from Boxing UK. Take two, Al.
How are you, my man? You okay?
I'm very good. I'm going to pinch your line now, Al.
Man, let me tell you something. How many times have we met? Tell me.
I would say we're probably closing in on four numbers now, Al.
100%. How many times have you interviewed me before?
Uh, we haven't, Al.
That much, you know what I mean?
I know. I consider you more of a friend, though, Al. That's the problem.
Exactly, man. Listen, I know it's good to separate friendship and business, but you should have interviewed me about 3 years ago, first time, no?
I should have. Al. I'll be getting my
No,
brio.
listen, I think everything has the right timing, to be honest with you. Do you know what
Couldn't
I
be
mean?
absolutely couldn't be better timing, Al.
Yeah.
Cold Wars.
Cold Wars, man, very relevant, very serious, very brave, very current, and it's happening as well. I'm really
Yeah,
proud and I can't wait myself, you know?
yeah. Britain versus Russia, Al. It doesn't get much more Cold War than that.
100%. It's been for years, man. You know what it's like. Russians, I don't know, are we losing or we winning? Depends who I'm with. Depends which flag I've got on my shoulders. Let me tell you this. I
Yeah.
spent half of my life in Russia and another half of my life in Britain. So I'm completely impartial. You know what I mean?
Right.
And
Really?
yes, absolutely. God's honest truth. I live in Southampton. My wife is British and my kids are British. I've got two young boys, you know,
Yeah.
and they British, they got British passports. So I'm completely impartial. And therefore, I've got absolute legal license to make those kind of contests, you know,
Good.
being
Good man.
completely unbiased, you know.
Good man. So it starts on the 9th of July, Al. And there's a show every week for 4 weeks. Do you want to tell us a
9th
bit
of
more?
July, good. 9th of July, 16th, 23rd, and the 30th of July is the final show, which is really, really good event. It's fully matched, the final event, because everyone wants more time. And the cards are very good, very competitive. I actually had a very emotional incident this evening. Someone from up north, the fighter, 13-0, called me and said, Al, please use me in your Cold Wars. I saw the fighters. People told me the fighters you would like to match in my weight category. I'm ready for any of them. I'm ready to fight. I said, are you sure? He goes 100%. And I'm taking my hat off to the man who called me. And we're now talking. And tomorrow we will probably finalize and he will fight at Cold Wars. Guys, whoever feel the same way in Britain, if you think that you got what it takes, give me a call and I might find a slot for you, although everything pretty much already been matched. But as we know, fighters tend to flake out at the last minute and find an excuse not to fight their own demons. So if you feel like you want to participate in Cold Wars, give me a call.
We'll get that out for you, Al. I think you'll be battered even more now. So
Sorry?
I think you'll get battered even more, Al. You'll have everybody phoning you up.
I really want to, man. Call me, call me. I'll make things happen. Trust me.
Good man. Al, as you know, we already discussed, but met you loads. You're one of the hardest working guys in boxing. How hard was it to put this together?
It was very straightforward. You know why? Because the atmosphere is free. The air, I mean, what do you call the airspace doesn't have any competition at the moment. There's no fights at all. There's no shows. We've got plenty of time for the lockdown and pandemic. We had plenty of time. So I had all the time in the world to make my phone calls, to speak to people, to arrange it, to revise old ideas and rewrite old titles, speak to the fighters. Obviously, the complication is the absence of the camps and the gyms are closed and not many people have opportunity to train. Apart from that, it's been a blessing in terms of business making and deals making and taking things forward with a fresh outlook and time to reflect, you know?
Has it been easy to get people on board, Al? Because obviously there's been no boxing. Are people desperate to take a fight?
It's been not hard, but it's never easy to ask people to fight Ruskies, isn't it?
Yeah, we haven't even. Where's this taking place, Al?
Man, it takes place somewhere in between Moscow and London, you know?
Right.
It's kind of secret location. The reason being for that these flights I keep changing here. You know what I mean? It's funny. I've got this LED light which I'm kind of using to do this, and it goes red, blue, and green. So Funny, I'm like kind of single disco, you know, for singles in Southampton. Single middle-aged man looking for some action. You know what I'm saying?
You know you're one of the smoothest guys in the sport. I'm afraid.
So, um, so what we were discussing about, was it easy to make? And I mean, is that what we're discussing now? Sorry, I slightly drifted off. Apologizing, my brother.
No, yeah. Was it easier to get the fighters on board, Al, because there's been no boxing and people are desperate to fight?
Yes, what I'm saying. Yeah, of course, that's what I mentioned. No one is queuing up to fight Russians, but overall, there are brave guys, and they said, I'm down. I'm saying, what about this guy? He goes, I don't care about the record. I've seen him. I can do it. I can fight. So some guys came forward really easily. Some of them I had to beg because I really wanted to make some particular fights. But overall, it's been really great, really straightforward. And I never had any problems, not problems to make the fights, you know, at all, really. I have a couple more fights to finalize, but overall, out of 12 fights, 10 fights are already sealed, signed, sealed, and delivered, you know?
That's fantastic. So you said
not delivered yet, actually. They signed and sealed, but they're not delivered yet.
Mainly.
Yeah.
But it's a neutral venue, Al.
It's new, sorry?
It's a neutral venue.
Oh, new man, let me tell you about apology because we're on Skype, and as you know, the connection is not the best.
Yeah.
It's highly neutral venue. It's television studios. Of course, it's neutral. And the most important thing, it's not in Russia, so it's definitely neutral. It's somewhere in Europe with not Russian, not British referees, and it's not even that important because the biggest requirement from the TV partner and my own personal requirement is absolutely unbiased judging. I will not be able to live with myself and with my conscience if I've got, I call it, bad blood on my hands in terms of judging and refereeing. This is disgusting. I've been robbed before. I've been in the corner with Nadeem Mohammadi when he fought Fedor Chudinov and won every single round and got really, really robbed openly. And Moscow crowd, that was on the undercard of Gassiev against Usyk, World Boxing Super Series, I believe. And the whole entire 20,000 were booing for Chudinov. They couldn't stand Chudinov. His ratings dropped for a year after that fight. That's how detrimental it was. And Paul Najib, he clearly won the fight, but got robbed, you know. So I never forget experiences like that, and I detest anything like that, and I'm so anti this bullshit, you know what I mean? Anti this bollocks, you know what I'm saying? So I'm the first man who advocate judging and refereeing, and I will have the rules meeting, and I'm going to say, guys, I'm telling you now, if that's going to happen, this is the last time we're working. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I think every boxing fan would applaud that, Al, because that's an issue that raises its ugly head too often.
Annoying. It's one of the weakest links in boxing at the moment, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
100%.
So the fighters themselves, Al, what are there any names that we know? What level are we talking about?
We're talking about British stroke international intermediate level. As I said, I dropped third name today when I spoke to Second Out and my good beloved friend Danny Flexen. I told them there are some good names. Good level. I mean, this is the guy. I mean, these boys will get attention if they're fighting in the UK. So I can't see the reason why the fights won't be interesting when they're fighting someone else abroad. I mean, look, obviously I am governed by the budget.
Yeah.
I am governed, but I am trying to make the best fights money can buy on those financial limits. You know?
Yeah. Can we have a name, Al? If you're going to give Danny a name, can we have one?
Right, okay. So I gave Dex Spellman away already.
Right.
Yeah.
That's a well-known name.
I gave Jess Smith away today.
Yeah. So there's two.
And right, okay. Forgive me. Grant Dennis for you.
Who's that?
Grant Dennis.
Right?
You know that fighter?
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know
yeah.
that fighter? That's Grant Dennis as well. So I'm giving you three fighters. I give you one super welter, one super middle, and one light heavyweight.
There we are. Pretty solid, Al. Dex Velman's never in a
Solid
boring
so far.
fight.
Look at that. It's one event already. Very good. They're not fighting on the same card, by the way.
Yeah.
But so, and I reckon those kind of lines. So, and they're fighting really good people. They're fighting really good people. Really good.
I think that will whet the appetite of many boxing fans, Al.
Boxing fans, UK boxing fans, I'm telling you, it will be fantastic. The fights are brilliant. The boys are really up for it. They fired up. I'm telling you, take my personal guarantee.
Can't ask for more than that.
So there you go. There you go. Cold Wars, man. Cold Wars all the way. Whilst you enter Gulag, you've got no escape.
So, Al, as you know, we're all desperate for boxing. The fans are desperate for boxing. Is there any news on when we can see this? If there's a TV schedule announced?
Right, as I said, I'm trying to, this is the complexity of this. I've been offered to build a brand new OTT platform and launch the event straight away there. And I'm contemplating, I'm playing with this idea, but I also have three broadcasters that are saying, Al, don't do it now. Come to us. We're going to air it. And then if you like it and stuff, then you can build your OTT platform. So I'm gathering the information. I'm a man of statistics. So I'm gathering all together, calculating. I don't want to be massively out of pocket as well, because I know I am already out of pocket. But the interest and the experiment and love to boxing outweighs any financial aspect. As people know, I'm not talking shit like some promoters. I am genuinely spending money on boxing for years, and I don't care. You understand? So what I'm trying to say, it will be on the best platform possible, the easiest platform possible, the cheapest platform possible for consumer, and the most accessible. That I am guaranteeing you now.
So is that a kind of pay-per-view? I know you don't like pay-per-view, Al.
It's not a really, it is pay-per-view, but guys, let me explain you this, yeah? You come to the restaurant, to your friend's restaurant, and you look at the menu, you see really nice soup, artisan soup. You see very nice a la carte, you see nice food, you see seafood and stuff. And he serves you these meals, and he said, this is on the house. How many of us would leave a tip at the end? Or how many of us would offer some money? Can I tell you how many? 99%, am I right?
I would think so, Al, yeah.
This is the ethos I'm trying to portray when I'm doing the shows for you guys. Let me tell you this. I'm out of pocket massively. Every penny helps, but I can't charge you more than $5.99. I can't bring my conscience to do that. I think this is the event, or these are the events that cost about $5.99 each, and you can fully receive any satisfaction and orgasmic feeling watching these events, I'm sure. And what can I say to you? We are all in it. So you're funding me. I am your go and fund your national promoter who's trying to think outside the box and do what we're looking for. I mean, trying to, my English just goes out of the window where I become emotional. You know, I want to speak Russian. Я хочу говорить по-русски сразу, you see? Yeah. I turned that foreign man. I turned that Boris the Bullet Dodger instantly. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, so...
Two things on that. $5.99.
Yeah.
In the current climate, an awful lot of boxing fans would go for that because we're desperate for boxing. But secondly, $5.99 for an orgasmic feeling, Al. That's cheap in my neck of the woods.
And it's much cheaper than premium line, isn't it? I'm telling you, yeah. So another thing I want to tell you, you see, I really hope that we're going to have lots of people watching. I really hope that we will have thousands of watching.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? If I call Lady Hearn now and I'm going to say, Ed, how many views do you reckon I'll do on pay-per-view of these Cold Wars events? Do you know what he texts me back? 250.
Really?
100%. That's the number he will text.
Right.
I'm telling you that now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know I know it could be 10,000 watching. I know.
So in
And
order,
I need every single hardcore boxing fan and the casual, whoever loves boxing, to watch those events and give me their feedback so I can improve and run this ongoing Cold War series every month, 3-4 times. And let's say to broadcasters, listen, Brits are crazy. They're supporting the idea. Let's go. Let's do debuts. Let's go Cold Wars heavyweight, Cold Wars super 8, Cold Wars middleweight, lightweight, whatever. Cold Wars debutants, prospects. Do you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Contenders. Let's go with Cold War series. Breeds fighting Russian, melting pot guys fighting each other, debuting. Imagine 0-0-0 Brit against 0-0-0 Russian. Man, I mean, caught in the dark room, just like a, what do you say? The needle in the haystack. You know what I'm saying? No one knows. What do you call in Russian? How do you say that in English as well? I wanted to say something interesting, but I kind of forgot how you describe that. Forgot. Not important. All I'm saying, the mystery about this, and I really want this Cold Wars to develop into the brand where people know when Cold Wars uncompromising, 50-50, fantastic matchmaking, and finally great value for money.
Well, Al, so far, we've got a Britain versus Russia, 50-50
Yeah.
fights,
Yeah,
fair judges,
cheap,
neutral venue,
very cheap.
very cheap. That sounds like a perfect storm to us, Al.
Guys, you know what I'm saying? It looks too good to be true, isn't it?
It is indeed,
We're going to make it happen. We're going to make it
So,
happen.
9th of July, that's absolutely guaranteed, set in stone. That's the first show.
100%.
So when will we find out more details, more confirmation, Al?
Every day I will be flooding the information, updates, cards announcements, the broadcast announcers. I've got fantastic news this morning. Do you know who is my general and main partner, the broadcast partner in terms of sponsorship? Not the broadcasting partner, the sponsorship partner. One of the best bookmaking companies called Parry Match. Google them. These are the people who used to fund all UFC and all Conor McGregor's arrivals and press conferences and all the Habib Malaki in Russia. That's how big they are. These are my partners.
Fantastic. So we're off and running, Al, properly, aren't we?
Man, good start. Let's see what's happening.
Indeed. Al, can I pick your brains on a couple of things before we go?
Of course, but I don't have anywhere to go. Everyone is sleeping now. I'm by myself.
I can't have you here without asking about Luther Clay and Chris Kongo. They've had a few words online. What's happening?
Yes. I mean, I text Eddie Hearn and asked him, are you happy with the 8th of August? He hasn't replied. Then I asked him a couple more questions. He hasn't replied. He's obviously catching pies in the sky and trying to make Joshua against Tyson Fury, which is fantastic. He knows where the real money are and real fights are. I mean, who cares about Clay Kongo apart from us? And
can I make you jealous, Al?
Yeah.
I actually got a text off Eddie today.
Fantastic. There you go. So you've been prioritized. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was only because we made a mistake on our Twitter account, so nothing important.
Oh, there you go. No, it's okay, man. No problem. I'm only kidding. Ed basically been really busy, so he hasn't texted me about the date. So far, I know he keeps, apparently people telling me, he keeps mentioning Clay Kongo. So the fight is 100% on. When it comes to the fighters, Luther Clay and Chris Kongo both in camp, fired up until nowhere. There's no limits. Both in the dog mode, both ready to fight. And comes beginning of August, they're going to bring it. Definitely.
What's your prediction for a date, Al?
I reckon Chris Kongo will start very nicely. He will be very slick. Luther will catch up on him. Luther will be having his tactics implemented, which he's working on. And something tells me that Chris will face the deepest waters he has ever swum in his entire life. So, Chris, you know how much I like you and I rate you. Brother, you better be ready. I'm telling you, the ocean is coming. It's cold and it's quite stormy. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and we're looking for August for that, Al.
Yes, I think so. Yeah.
Right. Two more.
Yeah.
You've already mentioned Fury Joshua. That's all blown up today.
Yeah.
With your little bit of inside knowledge, Al, and I know you know Eddie. He might not have texted you, but you know how Eddie operates.
Yes, I do.
What's your thoughts, and how far do you think we are realistically towards that one?
I know how he operates. I've been a victim of many of times. I'm only kidding. No, I'm only joking. Listen, Eddie gave me my biggest paydays, man. Big up Eddie Hearn, big up Matchroom guys. Without you, I never would have been where I am now. And you are my family. You're my biggest you're my education, guys. Because of you, I learned how the business needs to be done. Eddie will get it over the line, I'm telling you, but it's really far away. All I'd say, we will cross that bridge when we come to it. I mean, it's such a pie in the sky, isn't it? It's incredible. Yeah. I mean, anything could happen. I mean, 1 minute Eddie's saying is almost there, or Tyson Fury says one thing, there's Frank Warren text something completely different. This is just the Game of Thrones, isn't it, at the moment? So, whilst you guys having that fun, let me do my Cold Wars.
Absolutely, Al. You're going to
do you know what I'm saying?
Perfectly. Last one.
Yeah, let's go. But not the least one. Yeah.
Yeah. Last time we spoke properly in Newcastle, you asked for a restaurant recommendation, and I suggested Blackfriars.
Yeah.
And I saw on your Instagram a couple of days ago, you actually went.
I went there with Edward Trianovsky.
We saw,
and we ate 2 double meals. So we ordered from the menu, and the waiter said to us, that will be fine, that will be enough. I said, we're a bit hungry. He goes, trust me, that will be enough. And then about 25 minutes later, we said, let's go the repeat for something different. So I really enjoyed, guys. The Blackfriars, you're not sponsoring me, by the way. There's a small bits on the ring canvas in Cold Wars are still available, by the way, if you want to feature yourself. But on the serious note, big up, guys. The cookery is fantastic. The service is brilliant. Atmosphere brilliant. I love that English, what do you call, Truder, or what do you call this little where they've got like a wooden beams across?
Yeah, it was a Tudor. It's an old
yeah. Very nice building. Lovely. Very attractive waitresses. I mean, the ladies, I don't know, maybe. I think guys are very attractive too, but it's not for us to decide, basically. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I love the place. Highly recommend it. From Southampton to Newcastle. There's a plug for you.
Good man. Well, Al, next time you're up, we're hoping it's October for the Ritson show.
Hopefully, in God's will, if Matchroom will invite me, which I doubt, but hopefully, let's see if there's a integral legacy and remembrance of old friends. Let's see. Hoping to be there. Yeah.
We'll come along with you, Al.
Definitely. My treat. Trust me, Steve. I'm treating. It's on me.
Do you know what, Al? You were the first person in boxing to ever offer me a drink.
Man,
that's in the O2, if you remember.
Bro, that's boxing for you.
It is indeed. Al, anything else about Cold Wars before we go?
Man, Cold Wars are happening. They're very cold, and the people are ready to fight. Please follow Siesta Boxing, obviously, Boxing UK for the updates, because you will know it all very early. Also, please follow our promotion company, Siesta Boxing, on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. My personal page, Siesta Boxing. Oh, sorry, Siesta, Al Siesta. I am Siesta Boxing, but Al Siesta, Instagram, what we've got there, Facebook, Twitter. Guys, give us a follow. We will give you lots of updates. I'm a crazy man, as you see, 24/7 boxing. I live, breathe, I eat boxing. My Bible and Quran for the daytime is Box Rec. And basically, I'm a mad Russian man. There you go. So, which loves boxing unconditionally. And I'm telling you what, I'm bringing you the shit. I'm bringing it.
Al, on that note, lovely to speak to you.
Likewise, brother.
Lovely to see you again. And
likewise. Bro, thank you for staying up so late. God knows what time it is now. And giving me this opportunity to air my thoughts.
You're very welcome, Al. Go and get yourself a coffee.
Big up Newcastle, man.
All right, you take care, Al.
Bless you, bro.
See you later, mate.
Bye.